And I think we should try to make molding connecting to the window and doors later. I was the day before yesterday, I was make it ready in the drawing, but I think it looked a bit messy. I figured out I want to make it in a new from scratch drawing, because then that should have no effect on the rest of the house, if that have effect. So then I think we start this, and I tried also yesterday, by the way, 3 times, but it was even more messy. And I deleted it in the original file, so I have to make it somehow. But yesterday there was a Windows update banging on the door, so that can have effect on the video. But now this should be finished, so I try again. Hopefully I better luck this time. I just make a simple wall, and I then change the standard wall. It is, there's nothing about it, I should only go here, and I want 215 as the thickness. The height should be 2663, and I use baseline. Maybe it was the video the day before yesterday, I switched the old wall to 215 from 148, and that is 148 plus 13mm plate inside plus 12 plate outside plus 23 air gap outside plus 19 250, 19 cladding. So then I do it just one more time here, so I know why I use 250. Click the wall. It's first thing I draw, so it's a little bit slow. I want the wall to be, it can be 10 meter. Do it, and angle 0, enter, and finish. And I take one window. It is the standard window, and I change that. We use 50. And I think I use 15mm glass, but I'm not quite sure. Now I see to get the warning here. That is because the basic window, when it comes from inch to metric, is 60mm, and the frame is 50, so the 2 frames will crash. That will go away when I change this to 1090. And of course I need to change the height also to 1190. And I can insert it here. I see it from the perspective view, the wrong placement. Then I go to location. It's basic, default. It's silver object. I like to use head. And then it was 2320 because of 8-inch floor. And I can show that also in the same time, by the way. When I say this, it's not possible to say head of height is 0, like make the window be below the wall. That's not possible. I can never go less than 1130, I guess. No, 1130. So I say head of object should be 1190. That is the height of the window. That is maximum down that I can get. But if I set it as sill of object, I can say minus 50 or 500. That's a little thing that's good to know, especially when you're making a garage. It works the same way on a door. Because then we have a maybe 30 centimeter concrete wall before we put in the garage on top of it, and then we want the door to go a little bit down in the concrete. Then this is good to know. If we put it on sill, you can go below. So then I go and say the head of object. Well, now it's down there. It's not possible to go there when it is there. So I say 2320. That is the window. I go to world plan and I draw the rectangle we had in the house. We have it on the side. It should then be same size. 10, 90, 11, 90. And we should use offset. 20 millimeter, like it was yesterday when I tested. Like this, and then I can make rectangle or I can make box. Doesn't matter what it is. I make the rectangle from scratch. So I go here, V, down here. On the house, I think this. I take the microphone closer that time. On the house, I think is 70 millimeter, 3 inch. On the exterior thing there, that will be 70 millimeter. So then I tap to size A and say that should be 70. Have the same thing here on this corner, from B and down there. Also 70, and enter. I should have one. I can just take from here, from B and down here. Also in this case, 70 is the important thing. And here, from V and up, a 70. After this, and then I adjust this. This one, take off this quick. This one should be on this same like this. So I go to J. And this one should be similar here. So then that is J. It should be further down later, so I move it just to make space for the other one basically. Then this side list should go up here on side molding. I try to remember that word. To V, if molding is the correct word. To V, this one should then go to J on this one. And this is correct, this is correct, this is correct. We need to make a profile. I'll just take this better. 4 inch on the top and 3 inch at the bottom. Was standing outside the window. So I draw this rectangle down. That should be 98 by 98. And I'll make a new one. And that should be 70 by 70. And I can draw a line from this corner, from V and up. We have minimum 18 degree, so I use 20. More simple number. 20 from V and up there, and 20. I select this and I'm lifting them up 30 millimeter. Because I like this is a little bit thick in the front. It look more massive. So then we should adjust it. I'll take the edit tool, take this down to V. I'll take that now down to intersection with itself. I like that idea. So there down to V, and here is down to I. That is the 2 profile, and I can delete this too. This should cover from here 2 centimeters outside on both sides. So then it will be this length, 1190, then 5 centimeters extra on each side, then the window is, plus 20 here and 20 there. So the 1190 plus 40 is 1230. Then I select this, and I go to 3D section here, and I say it should be solid, and the thickness should be 1230. But then I have to rotate it, and then it is about Y, 90 degree. Excuse me, Control Z. I have to release them and take them, and then about Y, 90. Y, or Y, or Y, don't I use Control Z? I say move. Yeah. You say it should be easy. So, then I see from the side, just to double check that it is stand like I want. Then it's time for start moving this. This one, I put reference point in D, and pressing on M here, on midpoint, and I go down and put it to M here. M. That's the correct placement of this. On this one, it's different because theoretically, I never know how thick this is, but I know where I want that edge. So then D and M, and then I put it on M here, on this one, M. I just go and check the word for this in English, and they say lining, so then I have to believe that. I use 20 millimeter here, but in real life, most of the time they are 19. That's not important for the drawing. Then I have this, and I take then this one, and I put the reference point D in middle of this, and I move it to the middle of this one, M. Then this is in correct position, but it's a wrong point, because again I need to know the thickness of this to be able to place it correct. So then we cheat a little bit, and I say it should be on the middle of this, same place. I know that is 2 centimeters up on the window. D is M. And then we have this one, and then we should take this and not that. I'm pressing the shift. The last polyline, not this. This one, yeah. And I should have also this one and this one. I should now have a thickness of 19 millimeter. And also I should make sure that this part 3 is not on. Create the history, this is not finished. I'm not 100% sure about this. I take it off. But I need to have this to allow the axis scale. So I say OK for that. What's important is now that all this thing has to be axis solid. That's why I think this may be not working deluxe. It would be more nice if I had the 2 polyline in red, but okay, too late now. I select this, and then I try to unselect. At least that polyline is easy, and then I should have that polyline. That was the 2D part line. and then I should explode them all, because with the polyline this thing will not work. I use the explode tool. We find it also here, but I use this Shift-Alt-E normally. It's more easy to type and go down here all the time, I think. That's a habit. So I exploded, and now you see everything has become ace solid. But I also need to cut off this. This is too much. So I set my work plane on top of this one, biface it. Now I get confused by the view. It is there. Because I slice this will be automatic, an ace solid. But just to be sure, so we don't forget anyone, because if they are not correct, then they will not work. Simple as that. So then I say slice, and normally it will come here with the slice by 2 point, but I set it to slice by work plane, and also say delete a sliced part. Now I have the work plane already there, so I click on this one, and then you see it slice here up. And I click one more time, and then it is deleted. Same here, I come in there, and I delete one. We click one more time. And this is finished. Then we can see from world. I just take everything and rotate about X, 90. And I want to see it from the back side. Me and TC never agree about what is what, left or right, in and out, plus or minus. So that's about something how they make the program original, I believe, but I don't. Anyway, we have now set the reference point on all objects except this two. This one I want to have reference point D in V on the back side here. So I know exactly where that is compared to the window. And I do the same on this side. D in V. And now I can start to make the blocks format. Okay, I'm inside the command over. And there, format. That is a funny one. Maybe I need to select it first. And then go to format and create block. That helped. So then I call this, it's now on my left side. They normally never follow whatever I try to do, so I call this side list or side molding left. So I say the name should be ML. Okay. Take this. That should then be molding right. MR. Okay. I take this. That didn't show the reference point like I want. Okay, I reset it. D in M. Maybe it changed when I make it to aces. Yeah, hope so. Format, create block, and that is waterboard top. WBD. Waterboard top. Okay. This is molding top. That's also not had the same. D is in, I want it here in M. yeah, I look at the back side. And then I say format, create block, then that will be empty, molding top. Okay. Then I need to take this before I delete that. This have also changed. D should be in, should be about here in M of this waterboard. So then I say format, block, molding bottom, MB. And then this, I guess we need to change also. D is in M of this list edge here. M. Yeah. Format, create block, water board bottom. And if I check this one, it will stick here. I don't want it. I don't need it for anything else, so I don't check this one. So I want it to disappear. And also it don't make sense to make material to this kind of thing, because they will not I want to say, they will not take the material anyway when they are blocked. We need to set the material inside the block. So I go over here. That is not the window I want to have. It don't look like the one I have, so I can go to style and say it's not awning transom. If I go to style itself, in design, it's not awning transom, but it is single awning. Else is the measurement, everything is the same, so it doesn't matter. I can also say I can measure this, the insert value, but I can also easily calculate it, because it's then always in the center. It's 215 minus 50 and divide into 82.5. That is the leftover. The window. And I also never use auto adjust, because that meaning the sash will standing in the middle, the frame will go out here, and on a normal window that means this will rotten very quick. So I never do that. I use this in the Windows location, frame inset, I mean, there, it's minus 82.5. Now stand flush with the wall. It's easy for me to check the thing later. We can attach the waterboard on the top first, and that we do in the style. I can do it here below the dotted line. I can close this and this and this, and I do it here on block, or I can do it in the style manager, because below the line is actually the same like style manager. But I go here now this time. I go to the standard window. We can change it, give it a new name first maybe. Take this one and I make a copy and I call it Win Base. Do I do that? No. Base window. Base window. The reason is also why I do this outside here is because I want to show you how we can use this style, reuse it without having it in the original drawing. We can drag it in later, and then we get all the style in, and then even if we use long time for make it now, we will benefit for it later. So then again, now we have base window. It's the same window. I go to design and I want to have block and I want to add. And then I take the waterboard on top, this one. You see it come down here. It should be in the center. It should be in the back. Normally, at least, is the top. And I want it to be 50 millimeter above. And that is because the window is, this molding above window go 20 millimeter down and is 70 millimeter tall. So 70 minus 20 is 50. So there we have this. And it should be stretching out to the width of the window, but you're going out 7 centimeter on each side, so that would be plus 140. Center, back, top. Click here, zoom in, and I can sometime. I want to see it how it looks. It was not good today. Show all, though it's only this one attached, so it's not that exciting. Sometimes we need to wait before we can click next time. There's a reaction there for zooming in, but not for... I try now with the control to zoom. Not work. That's what I think also. So I go again. No, I just say OK and OK. It's show here, but not there because I have not changed that window. But it looked like it go wrong way. So I go here and I say this window is not standard. It should be base window. And there show. That meaning that everything come the wrong way. I should have rotate the window before I make the block. Now I need to go and fix the block. That is this one. I open it. I rotate about set 180 and OK. I can do the same there. $180. OK. It is also then the same of this left and right side. So there we cut it. I can say delta rota 180 and OK, and then there's left, and then we should have right. Wrong. I should not have this. I should have left. With this, what they're standing wrong way, so cutting. It is this one. I'm pretty sure. If not, I need to go and change it back. 180. I say yes. And now this should have been changed, in my opinion. It haven't. What is it? I take the window, style, base window. Yeah, we can see it show wrong. Block, window, waterboard, top. There it is. Again, now that now work now. See from the left. And there we see it's still wrong. And also wrong on the height. It should be back in 0. I only I need to go there and rotate that again. So, and I go to, not here, cancel. I go to block, waterboard top, edit. Maybe I rotate the bottom and back and forth. That would be fun. Kind of. 180. Okay. Why don't this update? It do update. Now it's going outside. But it's not staying correct. I see it from the left. You see it outside. And that is the problem with this kind of thing. I need to save. What should you call this? Door window base. DV base. Because that's what it is. It's a door window base. Been open. I don't think the video is that long. And then I close the drawing. And I wait a little bit, and then I open it again. There. And now it has moved back. It also has moved up, like I wanted to do. If I now say work plane by active view, I can measure from V to V, there and there, from V to V, and there should be 50 millimeter, and that is correct. And that is a very tedious, boring thing to do, but that's what we have to do with every single part of this stupid thing. I have tried one time connect all the block and then restart and hope they work, but it was not good. So then I say I go back again to the style. I have my base window, a block, and then I should add the one that are below it. That is molding top. It should be in the center. It should be in back. It should be on the top, but minus 20. Minus 20. It should be scale the fit to width, but minus 40, because you got 20 millimeter in on each side. Okay, I forget that. I want to see it from left. Now you see it have its reference point in the center of extents. We don't care about this reference point reset. But the original waterboard also look from the center of extents. So this is correct, or I need to move it out 19. Okay. Save. Close the drawing. Open the drawing. And I go to see it from the side, and it has not moved. That boy. I don't want to fiddling with this kind of thing. So I go to the block. That was molding top. Edit. I see it in perspective. Maybe I should, yeah, they have the reference on the correct place. No, yeah, in the bottom. But maybe we should rotate this also. I try that. 180. Say OK to that. Now it moved outside, but it didn't move up. Because if you go from here and 20 millimeter down was the thing. So I save. And I close the drawing. And I wait. It's our time to release whatever it is. We don't like to give away if he gets something. So then I go and I open the drawing again. Now it has moved. Now it's correct. So that's why I say it's a fiddling thing. It's a very boring thing, and that's also why I make this, because then I can send it to as a bug, and hopefully it can be fixed in the future, even if I doubt it. I've been like this for a long time. I never reported before, but it is boring and fiddling. But it can be my computer also. I don't know. So then I want to attach another one. But I've been like this at least since 2015. That is now 6 years. I remember I struggled with this first time. I should make this kind of video in Norwegian. Then I want to have the bottom. I don't need that. I go to style. Some base. I want to have add the bottom waterboard VBB. This seems to be okay now. Surprise. It should be in the center. It should scale to it and 140 plus. Center, and it should be on the back. It's on the bottom but up 20 millimeter. And that is because now you see there's 30 millimeter left here. When I put the side list down, there will also be 30 millimeter here. I think that looks more nice. And in real life, when we look at this kind of window, this edge here will be like 3 centimeter because they cutting out up to the place where it's meeting the sash. In a slope, I think is the, yeah, slope. So it looks nicer, and in real life it's only 30, but it will be more down. We cannot fix that in TC. This back there and there, it will be with, that's okay. And okay. Now it's here, and that was wrong way, yeah. So that was the one I have then rotated back and forth. I go to block, and I take the and I edit like this, and rotate 180, and finish, and now it's okay. And it still be the surprise, something have happened. What's wrong? Make me wonder. Then I don't take the window, no, I go to the style, I go to block, and I add the bottom molding. That was MB. That should also go to the width, but this is only plus 100. And it should be in center, it should be in back, it should be in bottom, plus 20, because it had the same reference point as this waterboard. I can click there and see if we can change it. Yes, left. And this also going half and half. So I need to update it. Okay, okay. And I see it from the side, and I stand there. And it have reference point in the center and going up 20 millimeter. And that's wrong. It's this part. No, this part should be down there, and the reference point was up there. That's what we say. So I save, and I close. Then I open it again. is still there. And I have a long break. I'll leave it there for now, because I think it is correct. I don't know, but I think it is. What is that? That was only the right. So, and then I should go and say one of the side list. I want to add ML. That should be on the left side. I don't see it. There is something there. So I turn up here, it seems like. It should go to the height. It should be maybe on the right. Then I come over there, and I should move it 20 millimeter. It was minus 20. We're kind of coming back there. I don't see it. Because on the front, it should be on the back. It should be on the top, and it should be plus 50 millimeter. There. But I have to add a little bit, because the waterboard coming out, it should be cutted. So then I need to add something here. I put 30. 50 minus this 20 up is 30. And then there will be some change, because we have cut it in the bottom. I want to see it from the side if possible. No, it didn't like that. I can't. Left. It's there. Seems to me that this should be rotated. ML should be rotated. Don't remember which one I rotate, if I rotate both 2 times or what. I say show all, then you see the other one coming out here. That meaning this one should be rotated, so I go down there. Else it look okay. So I say OK on that one. And OK. And I go to the block ML. And I rotate it 180. And I say yes please. And then it's stand correct here. It's not stand correct there. So I go to the style and block. ML, this one, I want to edit. I want to set it on the left side, and it should be, if I only say 0. Where is it then? It's down there. And then it should be 20. This look right. Left, back, top, 30 and 50, and OK. Then I should add MR there, 1 MR. Now this coming in here, but I want it then on the right side. No, yes I will. You see this also. Now go to the center. I don't care about the reference point at hand. But I say this should be 30, it should be to the height, it should be to the top plus 50, it should be in the back. Now standing up there. That is the center of extents, but this is that point, not the reference point we put. So I say OK, OK, and it, boom. Then Then it's time to save again. And I close the drawing. And I open the drawing again. Didn't fix itself. But do it at least have the cut the correct way? No, it don't. Ah, yeah. Shouldn't be easy. That was... What was that? MR? I don't remember. Style, window, block. MR, I think. This one, edit. Yeah. If I say show all, it ML there, MR there. Only to have wrong placement. Okay. It was MR. I go to the block and I select MR. Edit. MR. MB is that. There is MR. And I can change that also. So we rotate 180. Now the reference point say it's here. That is correct. Cutting, and it goes deeper down here. Then it is on the backside edge. It's not in the center of extents. I say OK. Now it has rotated the correct way. It seems to be outside also. Yeah, only it's a half distance wrong. Don't care about the reference point. Can go in and reset the reference point. I take this. It should be here, and I can go to Tools and relocate, block the reference, and it turn up this big, little bit big yellow dot there. So I go one more time and say it's V. I don't think it helped, but that's what I can do at the moment. There it goes. Want to be reset. Now that's then correct, except it should be moved 20 millimeter. So I go to style, I block. It was MR, edit, and I want to move it 20 millimeter, and it was in minus 20 millimeter. Then this then correct. I can, if you want to let me. No, he don't. Okay, I don't care. Okay, okay, and it move in, and then we can see the bottom thing, if that did move. No, it did not. Then we have a problem with this, because we don't know exact distance. Then we need to start to take measurement, and that's boring. Unless we can make that triangle and use inside the block. That was molding bottom, MB. This one, edit content, down here. I can set my work plane on this side, maybe. I face it here. Where is this reference point? It's up on the inside there. But then I say that was a 70 at our box. Rectangle from V and 70, 70. It could be quicker to draw it, to measure it, I mean. It's only annoying me. So is that so? So I say from V I don't want that, I want the line. From me, and if you go then backward, that should then be 160. Okay. I lift it up 30, that now in delta Z. 30, yes. And I take this and edit this down to I, and this one down to V. That is the profile. Click this one, select this, set reference, D is in V, and then move this to M here, and that is the reference point on top of this. So then we try again, where I say 2, relocate, it should be there, that's correct. On V, I need something to snap on, and then I delete this, and I say OK. I save, and I close, and that should be enough. I open that one again. Now it has been moving. Yeehaw. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. But this need to be moved. But I can only be rotation also. I can go to the I hope I can. I try. MB, edit. I rotate it 170. 180. 180. OK, and then it moved out. I don't need to move anything more. Then we have only one thing left, and to find the exact place of this distance down here. Then I see it from left, and I have I need to draw some line. No, this should be exactly, this is the measurement window. This is the only height of the window. This would be fit 100% correct, or by system should. So I take the measurement from V to V, and I want to have mean 4 decimal. So I go to units, I adding 2 0, that means I get 4 decimal, and I say I want it to show me 4 decimal. I don't care to see that is millimeter, I know I work in millimeter, thank you. It can be handy, of course, if you have alternative dimensions, or you show both systems. I copy that, control copy, because I want to add this to the 30, I want to add this millimeter extra. Then I go back again to the block, and that can be ML, and I say edit, wrong, I go of course to the style, block, ML, edit, I change this 30 to 36 comma something, and I say OK. Then I go to MR, edit, and I do the same there. It was Control V, and OK, and OK. Now they are close. A little gap there, but that's only good. If we have more decimal, it could be more correct also. But I like there's a little gap there. That's because if you now see the word from the front, and I go to hidden line, I can see that line. And that's the point. I can also see the line here at the waterboard, and that's nice. And I can also see it here. A way to cheat on this is to take it out 0.1 millimeter or something, so it don't melt together with the wall. But we see the line, sharp line. There is in Lightwork there is a function for it. If I go there, if I draw intersection, if I check that one, even if they are melted together, this way we stand 1 centimeter inside, it will draw the line there. But it will do that on everything in the drawing. And when you have a house where there is 1000 of this, then the render time going on. So I prefer it like this, instead of cheating with this extra function. And another tool that the flash shot come now in 2020, I think it was, or now in 21, I don't know. They don't react on this intersection anyway, so it don't work on that. Then I think we actually have made it. Yeehaw. Life is good. That was, even if you have a billion save and restart, it actually show like I want. If I see it from the front, in the view, and in the isometric view, it also showed the line. That's important. And I should show you from left. This measurement shouldn't been showing, so meaning it should have this one. That's why maybe I see the line also. I was happy. No, it's still there. Woohoo! So go to left view. What I tell you this, if I say this window now, if I go to there and I say the basic, the window is not 1190, it's 590. That was extremely tall window. 5, I think is more likely. And then you see now it going into here. That is because of the scaling system. It's not possible to get away, but at least it is. I can see the line in the front, but I cannot see it on the side. That I need to leave it. And I take the window again and I say it should be 5 meters tall. And then you see this take off. And that's how it is. Nothing we can do about it, as far as I know. So I go back again to 11. As it was made for 11, and then it's fit 100%. There is only 1 or 2 windows of this size in the house original. There's a kitchen, and I think up in the dormer. I still think this is a bug here. It was also down here. Sometimes I have them both on one line, and sometimes it is like it. So that is something to report. Anyway, I see it from front, and now we see why I like it, because now you see there's the same distance around all window, and I think that look nice. Instead of this one should be 20 millimeter more. This look thick and clumsy down here. Not nice, in my opinion. Then I save and take a break. I can see how much time we have been used actually. We go there. We have used 1 hour, so I think I stop here. And then, because this was now a success today, relative, it must have been the Windows update yesterday. I struggle with like crazy. So I stop here. I want to make this, the word I learned today, lining. That is, if I see, go back to draw. Why is there? Okay. I go back to drawing and I see it from the top. And I see it in wireframe. And this is piece of wood that going in here. The one I'm talking about, that I draw 20, but I never seen them thicker than 19, 18 or 19. But I'm lazy, so I use 20. I have 20 here too. And that I always do when I make, when I was building, I was take 20 millimeter in there, that is dimension finish. My style, same here, 20 millimeter. So then we have this, and we need to have some molding standing out here, and that we can make in the next video. And after that I go and do the next thing that I want to show you when I make it in a separate video, not have anything to do with the house at all. So I save like this, and I should edit this video, and then it will be a minute or two shorter or something, but that's it. So I stop.